Who is Danita E. Patterson? You're probably wondering why I'm asking about her. Well, I want to continue to celebrate Women's History Month. And she is someone that I think my audience should know because she's making a difference in the lives of youth here in the Chicagoland area. Now, wait a minute. Chicago? We stream all over the country. In fact, all over the world. But by the time we wrap up this podcast, you are going to know and understand and see who Danita E. Patterson is as we continue Women's History Month. I'm Val the Voice Johnson, and this is the Interludes Podcast. The Interludes Podcast,
a Pure Lighthouse production.
This episode is brought to you by PureLighthouseMedia.com, home to the book, A DJ Saved My Life, where the ABCs of podcasting and the personal memoir come together perfectly. If you want to start your podcast journey, schedule a 15-minute call with me, research our podcasting blog tips. It's all on our fully remodeled website today.
And now, all the way from the south side of Chicago, give it up for your host, Val the Voice Johnson.
Of the Interludes Podcast. Thank you so very much. I'm your host, Val the Voice Johnson, and I have to let you all know about someone, a dynamic woman I met maybe about 7 or 8 months ago, Danita E. Patterson. You're probably wondering, what's so special about her? Well, think about this. Years and years ago, you want to make it in entertainment. And so you do like everyone else did all those years ago. You either go to New York or you go to California. And everyone knows that television and film, back in the days, back in the 80s and 90s, you go to the West Coast. But for Danita, she decided she would work behind the scenes of some very famous people, as well as working on some very well-known sitcoms back in the 90s. Well, how about garnering all of the support that you gathered while working in the entertainment industry on the West Coast, and you're a Chicago homegirl, and you decide, you know what, I want to come home. I'm going to create a non-for-profit organization, and I'm going to help the youth break into this industry. What? Yeah, that's her. Veronica L. Harrison was on Talk On Tuesdays last month, and she is Danita's publicist. I said I would love to have her on the show. Well, she invited me to a press conference where Danita is going to be launching 26 new apprentices into the world of entertainment. And they have to be between the ages of 16 to 24. And she is using all of her, I want to call it, contacts here in the city as well as around the country. Wouldn't that be a program you would support? I mean, to hear from the apprentices, I interviewed a few. Let's take a look. Hey everyone, I'm Val the Voice Johnson, and this is the Interludes Podcast, and I'm with
Jada Laws.
All right, Jada, good to meet you. And
nice to meet you too.
And very nice to meet you. She is one of the apprentices of the Destiny Outreach, and she's one of the do babies of Danita Patterson. So let us know how your experience was in the apprentice, because you're about to graduate in 1 week.
Yes. It has been a very fun program. We got to go on a lot of different field trips. Training was crazy. We did a lot of different things. My apprenticeship in particular, my whole site was My Block, My Hood, My City. So I got a chance to go to WGN, WBS, the WBEZ, the radio station, Central City Productions. We were going everywhere, doing interviews. But I had a great time. I had an amazing time. And I'm just overly grateful for this opportunity and being able to be in a space where it's made for me, created for me, and able to make me thrive in this environment.
Right. And a lot of people say that it's tough to get into the entertainment industry. So what is one of your biggest takeaways from what you learned in the program? Like what's going to be where you go and go, you know what, I'm going to make it as this or as that?
Me in particular, I wanted to do marketing in the entertainment industry.
Oh.
So I feel like I have a really great footing because everybody wants to do like directing, at least my peers, they want to do directing, camera work, everything like that. But they are producing their own films. So guess who they need to market those films? Your girl.
What's your name, young man?
My name is Jaden Madison.
Hi, Janie?
Jaden.
Okay, so how long have you been with the program?
This has been about, I think we're at month 5 or starting on 6 or ending on 6. It's been so long, like so much stuff going on. You're like, oh wow, it's been that long. So it's been a couple months.
Oh, wonderful. Now I got a good question for you. So how was it working in the program, and how did you find out about it initially?
So I found out from my good friend Michael over there. I was actually in culinary school in San Francisco, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm doing this film this film apprenticeship." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Let me know." And I applied, and then came home, didn't hear anything. We were like, it was taking a while. I was like, okay, what am I doing? Gotta go get a job soon. And then finally they got back. I was like, okay, cool. Don't gotta go get a job so soon. But then we started, and it was really cool to like how we started in the sense of we started off just with the training, and she was teaching us, like how she said, show business. So she was teaching us more of the business side, because I did go to film school, and really all they teach us is the show side.
That's right.
And I was like, I did not know this at all. I did not know any of this. So it was really cool of how she was able to teach us the business side, so that I'm not like kind of getting screwed over when it comes to all the films I want to make. And it's not just like, oh, we can give you $11,000 for a film that could possibly make hundreds of millions in the box office.
How has it been being in this program?
Being in this program has been it's a breath of fresh air.
Okay.
It's awakening to realize that I don't have to put so much pressure on myself to be perfect and to get things right. Seeing people accomplish their dreams and seeing people being like graceful with their mistakes and graceful with themselves teaches me to be graceful with myself and be calm and let the flow of time do its thing, and just know that you're in alignment with your path and everything is going to be okay. So coming here has made me calm down and ground myself and made me believe in myself a little bit more.
How are you going to be making a change in the film industry? What exactly would you like to do after this apprenticeship is over?
After this apprenticeship, I really want to focus on myself with finding my voice. And I always say you can't help people if they don't want to be helped, but I want to inspire people to come to me, ask me for help and stuff, inspire people to follow their dreams and listen to themselves and say the craziest ideas that come to their mind, because it's not really crazy. It's just an amazing idea that has not been seen by the world yet. And yeah, I post on social media a lot of positive self-expression and self-reflection, post a lot.
Okay.
So yeah, I just inspire people while I keep finding my voice.
Wonderful. Weren't they dynamic? I loved hearing from each and every one of the apprentices. Veronica was running around getting everybody on the podcast that came and set up. And I was happy to be there and I set up just outside of where everyone else was. And to talk to each and every one of them, I don't know, I would have been impressed with any of the apprentices. But I do know that they now have a leg up because of Danita. And you're probably wondering, well, did you talk to her? Of course I did. Here is Danita E. Patterson and what she has to say about her program and some of the questions I asked her just for the podcast. Hey everyone, this is Val the Voice Johnson with the Interludes podcast and also with Interludes Extra Presents Talk on Tuesdays. It's Women's History Month and we have a phenomenal woman making history in Chicago and has been making history in the entertainment world. Danita Patterson, what a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, such a pleasure to meet you and be with you again, actually.
I know. I came. A good friend of mine invited me out. I had V. Harrison on for Black History Month last month, and I'm highlighting women in entertainment, especially for March, Women's History Month.
I love it.
I know you are excited about not only graduating the first cohort that did 21, and now it's 26. Oh my goodness. My mind is blown. What does this mean to have almost 50 ready to go into the entertainment industry and make a difference?
You know, it means so much to me because I'm a part of something so much bigger than myself. Having to leave my own hometown in my early 20s to go to Los Angeles to do what I'm able to prepare them to do now, it can make me emotional at times because I'm really a part of history. I'm a part of paying it forward. I'm a part of doing what some people did for me. And so I'm just really grateful. I think that's the biggest word is just gratitude. It's a lot of work.
I heard.
And sometimes it can be a lot of thankless work. But knowing that this is going to help my state, my city, but more importantly, these next gen leaders, these next gen creative professionals, that's made it just all to see their bright eyes, to know that I'm helping to, like clay, mold them into something that not just only has craft, but that has character and content. Because a lot of times character is the one thing that can really be a make or break. And if you don't have a strong character, you will not be able to have sustainability in this industry. So we really deal with personal, professional leadership and workforce development.
which is really, really good. And I talked to a few of your apprentices.
Good.
And they said that you created a very safe space. I heard it from the stage. I heard it from them. What are you most proud of when people, funders, people that want to either support you, what are you most proud of to say that your Do Babies are doing in this world?
My Do Babies are showing up with more confidence. I tend to work with multicultural nationally, so I've worked with people internationally. But when I come to my hometown and through this grant, through the Illinois Department of Human Services, their Illinois Youth Investment Program with Failings Family Services, when I'm having the opportunity to really sew into Black and Brown, we still have some of our vanilla kids who I love because I get to work with all of them.
Right.
But this program and this grant in particular really did highlight people from underserved communities who would never have access to this type of programming. That is what really just warms my heart. It melts my heart because I know that if they didn't go to the Northwesterns or they didn't, go into this other kind of program, they might not be stepping on the set of a movie or a TV series or be at a movie studio where my offices are right now. So even where we did our workshop and our 55 hours of training, and this is where we did 55 hours of training. They were coming every weekend on Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. They were coming for intensive training with myself, who's been a Hollywood producer, but also many of my colleagues who are veterans in this business, and that impacted them. And then if that wasn't enough, we placed them on jobs for 8 weeks, paid jobs for 200 hours that they're putting in so that they can also be able to have hands-on real life experience in this industry. So for for me, it's just like, wow, I'm in so many full circle moments. I took one of my apprentices to WGN, and that was the first studio in Chicago that I walked on when I was 16 years old. And so I'm living a dream right now. And with every dream, we at Destiny Outreach, our Dreams and Destiny curriculum, we teach people how to find, fight, and fulfill your dreams. And it's process. It's technology, but it's process learning technologies too that are important for the career exposure, but also the career experience that we're giving them now.
Which is phenomenal. And I think that's why it's so perfect to highlight you in Women's History Month, and definitely someone in entertainment that has not only used her, I want to call it, contacts in the entertainment industry to actually help the new and help the youth. But like I said, I'm just excited, and I want to just cheer you on. I want to let my audience know about Danita E. Patterson, who is doing phenomenal things with the youth here in the city. So,
well, thank you. Also, we're in the media business. So if it weren't for people like you giving a platform to people like me, who's given an opportunity to people like these young do babies that I had, my Destiny babies, it's not possible. We all are in this creative media ecosystem that allows us to really put out good story and good content and raise platforms. So thank you for raising mine today.
Thank you so very much. Aired NBA on NBC shows. I'm going to tune in to hear that, because if I, in my mind, if I got a pair of Jordans, or
you do get a pair of Jordans.
Exactly. I want to hear the person I've idolized in my childhood or I've heard about, and hear what he thinks about the sport. So this is very exciting to know that he is coming to it. But one thing I was thinking, I said, man, I am excited, because I haven't really been excited for who's got me excited about basketball recently has been the wins. And I don't know.
Your boy, Tony got you excited about basketball. Everything else is secondary.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. I guess we need to wrap up the quarter.
We're gonna wrap this quarter up. Me and Val out here wilding out.
Let's go. Let's go. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. Pull up. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast. It's the Pull Up Podcast.
Wow. It was great talking with Danita, and just to see her passion about the youth, and she calls them her do babies. I said that. And I was thinking, that's wonderful. Destiny Outreach, do babies. That's cool. And this was something she did. Everyone was standing on stage, and she just kind of had everyone repeating these affirmations. Check this out here.
I'm a product of the present and the future because of the past. I must remember. People paved the way. People sacrificed. People sold into me. So that I can be where I am. So that I can be me. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am gifted. I am talented. I have integrity. I have character. I have vision. I have purpose. I have a dream. I am a dream. I have a destiny. I am a destiny. The world has been waiting for me. Has been waiting for us. This is a time where history is marked at Center City Studios on the west side of Chicago. Even though the south side is also in the house.
I guess she was inspired by someone named Jesse. I think a lot of us were. Well, now, I recorded these just before the Oscars. And so I think I got a chance to ask them about what they thought. Now, we know right now that Sinners, they won 4 Oscars on Sunday. However, it was good to hear and see what the Apprentices and Danita thought about Sinners and other things regarding award shows. Take a look. I don't know if you're a fan or if you even care about the award shows. So the award season has been going really crazy, and one of the big films that come out of the last year has been Sinners.
Yes.
What is your thoughts on Ryan Coogler and that relationship between Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler?
That has been probably one of the coolest, like, actor and director relationships I've ever seen, because like I'm not gonna say like I'm totally into the like award ceremonies and stuff like that. I pay attention, but I'm also like, okay, that person won, cool, or that person's up and stuff like that. But this year I've kind of been like, oh, kind of gotta get my boy the props. Kind of gotta remember the props. But specifically with like Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, they have done so much over these past few years of just like, for one, uplifting Black people in a sense, and allowing to show black people, Black men, Black women, all of our entire culture in so many different facets of movies, like starting with Black Panther to Fruitville Station, all that, the Creed movies, and then now Sinners. They've done so much together, and it's also been so widely of different ranges of stuff that it's like, is one of the things, like, as a Black man, I strive to be able to tell stories like that. But one of the things I most love from Ryan Coogler is a lot of times the media tries to always put Black in front of it. He's a Black director. He's Black this. Like he's breaking regular records, and they're always putting Black. And he was like, "You got to stop doing that, because these are records that anyone held before me." So, and that's one of the biggest things I love, that he was able to voice that, like, not everything is solely about his skin. He's a regular man doing this stuff. So appreciate him for that. Yes, is it uplifting and pushing the Black community? Yes, but him as a person shouldn't also just be one thing. And I feel like that's what they were trying to do. But he put that out there. He vocalized that like, that's not all he is. So you can tell those stories and also be your own person. So I love that, and that's one of the biggest things I've learned from him so far.
Oh my God. No. And since you were clear that you want to be a person that helps market, what has been the film that has been best marketed over the last year that is up possibly for a couple of Oscars this coming Sunday?
I believe, well, in my what I'm thinking about, first thing that comes to mind is Stranger Things. They did great with their marketing.
But I was thinking about Sinners and how, interestingly, it was released in April of last year, and we're still remembering it, and it's up for 16 awards this coming Sunday. So what are some of your thoughts on that?
I think Sinners is a good example of marketing as well. I'm actually not too familiar with their marketing strategies. I know that's bad, but I'm not really that familiar with what they have marketed. That's just me being honest. But that's amazing that they're up for 16 awards this coming up. That means after this, I'm gonna go look at what they've been doing, because that means I ain't in tune. I need to get back in tune. So.
It's fine. But Jada, it's been a pleasure talking with you, and congratulations from graduating from The Apprentice.
Yes.
And what would you like to say to Danita personally? Just look at the camera and say something nice to your
Hey, Danita. Yeah, it's your girl Jada. I wanted to say thank you again for giving me this opportunity and making my dreams come true. It's been very difficult getting into this industry, but I think that you definitely made a pipeline, and I'm ready to stay with you and be with you the rest of this ride. Thank you so much.
Got the Oscars coming up on Sunday.
Mhm.
I'm real excited for a couple of folks that are nominated, but I don't know if you still have your ear to the wall. But is there any particular people that are nominated that you're actually rooting for?
Well, you guys actually know, some of our chocolate brothers and sisters that are there. I like to use chocolate and vanilla because I have so many friends who are just of so many backgrounds. And this industry is so diverse.
It is.
And you can't be in it without being diverse in a way that you just have friends who are of all kind of backgrounds and nationality. But it's important to me when I see Ryan Coogler, Michael B., Smith, when I just, the fact of Jordan, Michael B. I have a friend, Michael B. Jordan. You're like, who's Smith? Jordan. They're having a dream come true moment.
Yeah.
And just T. Her beautiful smile, just who she is. I'm amazed because we've had so many issues in the past of not seeing enough of ourselves, and I am one of those people. I don't really just want the charity awards to go just because of a chocolate color or any kind of ethnicity. I really I've been watching the Oscars since I was 7 years old.
Me too.
And so I really know that it is the Super Bowl of cinema.
It is.
And it is the pinnacle. So I don't want the standard to come down in order for someone to get an award. I want the standard to stay right where it is, and then you knock the ball out of the park and you get that award. So they knocked the ball out of the park, and I just believe they're gonna get that award. So that's my hope, is that I want the best artist to win.
Exactly.
But I do believe that whether you liked it or not, in terms of Sinners, I think some of the artistic understanding of writing, directing, acting, and really putting something together that many people liked and many people felt controversial. That's what art does. I don't have to like it. I could like it.
Exactly.
But art gives you that opportunity to really choose your preference. So I'm really looking forward to a beautiful Oscars and a fun time.
Oh my gosh, Danita, thank you so very much. And of course, her graduates are doing their thing in 1 week. 26. I'm Val the Voice Johnson, and this is the Interludes Podcast. Well, I've had a blast, and I'm grateful. Many thanks to Felicia Oliver and Veronica Harrison for introducing me to Danita E. Patterson. And congratulations to the 26 apprentices that will be graduating later on this month. Women's History Month, it's always great to highlight the women that have made a difference in our history back in the day. But isn't it phenomenal to meet someone who is doing something dynamic right now, especially with the youth? Look forward to more stories like this on the Interludes Podcast. And I'm telling you, let's keep going out there and encouraging our youth that they are the future and that they can accomplish anything. With that, I'm Val the Voice Johnson, and this is the Interludes Podcast. The Interludes Podcast.
Original concept by Valerie Johnson.
Sports segments for Talk on Tuesdays, produced by Coach Tony Thompson.
Original intro and outro music produced by Kendall Nesbitt.
The Interludes Podcast, a Pure Lighthouse production. This episode is brought to you by our brand new website, purelighthouse.media.com. the official home of A DJ Saved My Life, where the ABCs of podcasting meet personal transformation. And now available in print. Order your signed copy today and discover how finding your voice can change your life. Are you a business or entrepreneur looking to promote your work through a dynamic podcasting platform? Partner with us through sponsorship and marketing opportunities. Your message belongs in front of our audience. Got that $1 million podcast idea, but don't know where to start? Whether you need a coach, a guide, or a full-on producer, I'm here to walk you through the process and bring your podcast vision to life. Visit PureLighthouseMedia.com today to get your book, book your consultation, or connect with us about sponsorship. Let's grow together.